Alright, okay. Here we are. Streaming again. Probably for like an hour. It's almost midnight. I think it was yesterday. I can't remember if yeah, it was yesterday. Anyway, since yesterday, I've been doing some thinking. Uh I also figured out that I think the elevators in Roxy Raceway, but I've mainly been doing thinking on my whole not timeline, my reimagining of Security Breach. Um, I think I got it down pretty okay. Pretty okay. Not, there's still some holes here and there, but for the most part, I'm pretty sure I got it. So, pretty much, Gregory, he's just kind of like your run-of-the-mill, ordinary, just child, right? He may or may not be crying child, I don't know. But there's nothing very special about him. Sorry, Gregory. But like, there's nothing special about him, pretty much. Is that Freddy? Okay. So, in the MatPat, one of his game theory videos, he talks about how it's not children who are going missing, or it's not only children who are going missing, it's also, adults. It just says residents, it doesn't actually say children. And that was, like, a big deal for some reason. So, I was thinking about that, and this whole thing has been me trying to, use what we already have. Is this not how you get into Roxy Raceway? I guess not. This whole thing is, that about me trying to use the information we already have and try to make. Oh God, the game froze again. Try to make the game better, narratively and whatnot. So, Gregory's just a guy. And one of the biggest questions for me has always been, where are his parents, right? Like, he's homeless. There's no record of him. Why? Like, everybody's like, oh, that proves he's a robot. I'm not sure about that. But it is an amazing question to be asking. So, I don't know. I don't know how to answer that one. But, him having parents makes zero sense, right? Like, he can't have parents, because if he did, why aren't they helping him, right? Why aren't they trying to get to him? Why doesn't he have anywhere to go to? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it wouldn't make sense for him to have parents. Then for Gregory not having parents, and I think, and also the big question of why Gregory's there, and I think I came up with a pretty good reason. Pretty much my Freddy, come here. Open this, please. Open this. Thank you. My theory, or it's not even a theory, it's just what I've been making up. It's pretty much, I've been thinking of having it be like, oh, this is for Chica's Beak. Gregory's parents, right? They go missing. Somehow. They die, something, they go missing. And just like in all of the, in all the books, in most of the books, thank you, Freddy. In most of the books, they always, for some reason, everybody has this, like, weird calling, like, that, like, draws them to the pizzerias, and, like, it's just some weird, like, thing where they're like, I feel like this is important, like, the whole Fetch story, where they kind of just, it just feels right to them, right? Like, it just, for some reason, they have the urge to go to the pizzeria. So, for some reason, Gregory has that same urge His parents go missing, and for some reason, he thinks it has something to do with the Pizzaplex. And so he goes here, right? And he's got no parents. He's pretty much got no money. So he sneaks in. Oh God, no. So he sneaks in, right? He doesn't have money. He can't buy all the freaking cool. And another reason for me believing this is that Gregory doesn't have any clearance. Right? He doesn't even realize that he needs like a pass. You think that somebody who, if like people have been saying, who's been living here, you think that they'd have better knowledge of the Pizzaplex and actually have clearance to like move around, right? Like if that was Gregory in the Pirate Cove place, if that is him living there, then how come we can't access it straight from the beginning? Why does Gregory need to get to that point, right? Nobody's thinking about the small things. Everybody's just looking at the big picture, which I understand, but sometimes it's not what you need. So pretty much, I've been doing a lot of that, thinking, oh my God. So yeah, Gregory's parents go missing, and for some reason, he thinks, or at least feels, like it's got something to do with the pizzeria, the Pizzaplex, somehow. So he goes, he tries to figure it out. He's got no money. He sneaks in. At this point, oh God. Um, you start the game, right? You're in the daycare, right? It's daytime, whatnot, all that stuff. And then while you're hiding, all the animatronics freak out, all that stuff happens, and everybody evacuates. But because you're hiding, or because Gregory's hiding, he doesn't realize. So he's stuck in daycare while this is happening, and that's sucks for him. And then you do the daycare section, the lights off, moon, sun, all that nonsense. Then you escape, and at some point the animatronics are like chasing you or something, to which point you meet Freddy, and he's like, hey, I can help you, whatever, follow me. So that happens, and then you team up with Freddy, right? And oh frick, I always mess this up every time I go over in my head. I skip ahead. Pretty much, after you get out of the daycare, it plays the voice line where Gregory's like, wait, I'm still in here. And then you run to the exit, and it's locked, or it closes on you, and you're like, wow, that sucks. Then you meet Freddy. It's not that important of a detail, but it's just something that I always forget. So that happens. And then, yeah, you're with Freddy, and remember, this game, the way I see it, is like every other Five Nights at Freddy's game. It's a timed thing. It's like a certain amount of hours, and you got to do a certain amount of things. You got to survive, right? So, sure, maybe it does go slower in certain areas than others, but for the most part, it's just kind of continually running. So you and Freddy, you're trying to figure out how to survive or whatever, or maybe it can be like incremental time. I don't know. Doesn't really matter to the story that much. But you and Freddy, you're just trying to survive, right? You're just trying to get somewhere safe to hide so you can just wait it out, Because that's really what I never understood, why we couldn't do that here. Just chill out in the security office, right? But so you're trying to do that, and you're going from place to place, and then Vanessa catches you, and she says the thing like, I got you, or finally I got you, or something. I'd say Gator. Oh, It does. Gator. GGSW. Security breach. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna charge my flashlight. Vanessa gets you, and you're like, oh no, she's going, you have that odd feeling, where you tell Freddy, I have a feeling she's out to get me, so you're like, oh no. But she's like, she's not mad, she's concerned about you, right? Just like the trailer, the original trailer, how it should be. Because Vanessa's a friend, she's a helping force in this story. So, you're like, hey, this sucks, I'm captured. And she's like, Gregory, we're gonna get you out of here, me and you together. She says the epic voice line that is the greatest voice line in the game, right? And then this is really creepy, by the way. And then I don't know where did he go? Freddy, no. So you guys are working together, right? Jesus, I can't see. So y'all are working together to try and escape. This is definitely where I was supposed to go, right? This looks a lot like just creepiness. Oh yeah. Oh, this is the boss fight. Oh, I'm stupid. When I first did this, the fire didn't show up. So it was just like these invisible barriers that I couldn't, like, I don't know, it was so bugged. Okay, I did not go the right way. Oh, that sucks. Anyway, so yeah, she's like, I'm here to help you, Gregory, or whatever. Because no, she should be there to help you. She's a security guard. So that's all, that's happening. Hi, Freddy. And then, I wonder why this can't open. I wonder if I could, like... Oh, look at me. Oh, that was just back there. I'm stupid. Okay, So she's trying to help you. She's kind of looking at the cameras, right? Like, FNAF style. She's looking at all the cameras, and she can talk to you through the Fazwatch, and her and Freddy are trying to help you. And she does not trust Freddy because, he's an animatronic and all. But she's got it because, you trust him, and Freddy's just along for the ride, he doesn't really care. I hear Roxy crying. So, yes you are, Roxy, yes you are. So you and Freddy are going, Vanessa's helping you. And you're just going along, trying to survive your little crew, and then, one point, with Vanessa, she starts acting weird, she tries to kill you. She gets, starts to chase you or something, or maybe her eyes change color. Something like that happens, and you run away, right? And you run, and then you get inside Freddy to hide, and then it's basically the trailer from the original teaser trailer. And hold on, I have to look up how to get to the Afton place. Wow, the video's not loading. So basically, it's the trailer, and he's like, be still, Gregory, and whatever. And then, where is this? It says Roxy Raceway Old Elevator. And, she says, Gregory, come out. Your parents are worried about... Okay, there's, like, green against the wall. Oh, I think I'm in the right... Oh, there's green against every wall. It might be here. So yeah, and then she's chasing you, whatever. Eventually, she returns back to normal or something. I don't know. I haven't pieced all this together yet. Okay, I'm not a mastermind. But at some point, she goes back to normal, and but she seems to have no memory of it, right? Because she's not really in control of all that. And so this is okay. I'm gonna grab this real quick. And so you're weary, right? Obviously, as you should be. But she still wants to help. What? I already ran over Roxy. She's still helping you. So you and Freddy are going, and every now and then she'll turn into Vanny or whatever, and try and kill you. Because that's a normal thing that happens. And I think that'd be so much cooler, right? She works like a stalker enemy. Like that's how I wanted this game to be, and it tries to be, but it's just not quite there. Like a game like Resident Evil 2, right? One of the greatest gaming moments ever for me was I was playing Resi 2, the remake, with my dad, and we were pretty good through the game, like a good chunk, and we were oh snap, and Mr. X was he was already an established character, right? But we hadn't seen him for seriously 40 minutes. He was just gone. And we killed all the zombies in the RPD. So we were just rolling through it, right? We were just running around like we owned the place. And it's over here, by the way. I've made it. So yeah, we were just kind of chill, I didn't have a worry in the world because we didn't think anything was wrong.
I just need a little work done.
Please don't. A little work, okay. And then yeah, it was 40 minutes of silence, and then I just remember I was running around.
Everybody still loves
I
me.
I opened a door, and Mr. X was just right on the other side and just came through it. Right? He came through the door right as I opened it, and it was one of the scariest things to ever happen. It was so cool. Because it was unexpected, right? It was one of those things that's by chance, it's not scripted. Where in this game's a lot like Resi 3 with Nemesis, right? It's all scripted, and it's dumb. Let me read this real quick. Today, we broke through the foundation and found what looks like an old elevator shaft. Someone must have known about this, right? There's something down there pulling power. I'm taking a team down in the morning to check it out. So, yeah, that's how I feel like this should work, right? It's just this thing that happens, right? The animatronics are just randomly roaming around the Pizzaplex. Obviously, this Pizzaplex is much, much smaller than the one we have now. I talked about that last stream. It is outrageously large, right? There's no reason for it to be as big as it is. So, yeah, you and Freddy roaming around, whatever. With Vanny or with Vanessa just kind of turning into Vanny every now and then. Maybe there's a meter that you can see, maybe there's not, I don't know. And, that maybe not having a meter makes it more scary. Freddy, please open the door. Come here. Thank you. And, so, where am I? So, yeah, that's how that purple... I want to finish this story. Probably not the game, though. I'll probably just talk about all of it right before I go over there. This is part of Roxy Raceway. So yeah, it's kind of just this thing that happens, right? Oh, do you literally need everything in order to get here? You do. Good thing I decommissioned Monty then. Okay, so... Whoa, where'd Freddy go? Freddy, come here. So, this is gonna be such a sucky story because I keep saying, but you're Frick, I keep saying Vanny, Vanessa, that just happens, but more like the more you progress through the night, the more active she becomes, right? Now she's becoming Vanny more than she is Vanessa, and pretty much now it seems like she's Vanny and she's Vanessa in the scripted scenes, right? And that's just explaining that so I don't have to explain it while I actually explain the story. So at one point you guys get separated, all three of you are scattered, and you do the thing where it's like Umbrella Academy, the meme, where it's like Five and Vanya, and they're looking at each other through the cars. It's like that. So you go in that glass elevator thing, the tube elevator, and you're going up it, and then Vanessa sees you, right, and she like puts her hand on it, and like that happens. She's almost got you. You're almost safe, but she's just a little too late. So that's kind of how that happens. And for the most part, you're just, I don't know, you're playing the game like normal. Decommissioning animatronics, sure, that's fine. That's an okay mechanic. And pretty much, you have the option to leave, right? But when you leave, you're leaving with Vanessa. Because at some point towards the end, you get the cutscene where she gets the voice in her head, right? And it's the beginning of the trailer that everybody loved, that I loved, or the one that I think was the original game, where he's like, when I first found you, you were small, weak, pathetic. And he's like, but now you are something more. Are you ready? And then the more important voice line to me, which he says, if you will do what I say, you will give me what I want, and if you fail, both of you burn, right? And when he says both of you, I mean, we assume it's Afton. People were thinking it was Monty for some reason, but I mean, it's got to be Afton saying that. And I assume Afton, when he says both of you, he's saying her and Gregory. And the only reason he would say that as a threat is if she cares about Gregory, right? And that just makes zero sense in the current story we have now, because she kind of hates Gregory. So anyway, at some point, maybe around like 4 a.m. or 3 a.m., we get that. And then, at some point, we start questioning the missing children, right? We start questioning just what's happening right now. And like why is she the way she is. And then she says the voice line, maybe it's more towards the end. She says the voice line, hi Freddy. She says the voice line at the end of that trailer, right? She says, there's more going on here than you realize. And she says it like so sadly, like something's like about to die, or it's like something's bad is about to happen. Anyway, 6 a.m. rolls around. You can leave, but you leave with her, right? You're not leaving her behind. Or maybe you can't, I don't know, because she's still Vanny. Then there's the Vanny ending, but instead of decommissioning her, you can save her. Whether it's through, I mean, fine. If you want to do it by playing Princess Quest, sure, but you can save her. The point, right? And, you know what? Honestly, I think we should keep it the Afton ending, right? But instead of it being the absolute garbage Afton fight that we got now, it's the same, right? You go down, you learn that, Freddy's Michael. You may or may not be Crying Child. You go down as Pizzeria Simulator, right? Blob is there, may or may not be there. I mean, he can be for the sake of what the boss fight's going to be. So, the boss fight, when you get down to Afton, screw the whole FNAF security breach thing. You just go straight to Golden Diamond's video of the security breach alternate burn trap ending, which is amazing. And look, it's freaking fantastically done. And honestly, it's 3 million times better than what we actually got. And if that was how the Afton ending was, I think that would have saved the game. It's honestly that well done. So yeah, you make that the ending, right? And you screw the rest of it, and you guys can escape. But because you've destroyed Afton, right? You've also destroyed whatever is plaguing Vanessa. So all three of you get to escape in that ending. It's not just you and Freddy. Um, then there's the ending where you just leave, but it's not the bad ending. You leave, and yeah, you're homeless. But Vanny's not hunting you down because they don't want you. You're not the main priority, right? The only reason they want you out of here, we don't even know that they're trying to kill you. The only reason they want you gone is because you might be a witness. But think about it. Afton says, "If you will do what I say, you will bring me what I want. But if you fail, you both of you burn." If he's using Gregory as like, he's using him almost as ransom, which means that he doesn't need Gregory, right? He doesn't care about Gregory, which means that the animatronics aren't really after him, right? He's not the main priority, which they're making it seem like, but he's not the main priority. So Gregory, he can escape and be homeless, and that's about it. And those are pretty much the three main endings. You don't need this 400,000 of them, right? Pretty much you leave, you're homeless, and it says, local residents continue to disappear, whatever. Vanny ending, where you save her, right? I don't know how, but maybe it is Princess Quest. Also, all the arcade machines, or at least most of them, would actually be playable. When I say most of them, I don't mean literally every single one. I mean every single type of one, right? All the different types of games, at least one of them's playable. And instead of them just being some stupid, like, sort of mini game, like, I don't know, Balloon Boy World, they're like the 8-bit, mini games, right? Like from FNAF 2 and 3, like they're lore hints, right? They're lore drops. Maybe you get to see some of the children going missing. Maybe you get to see the aftermath of FNAF 6 or something, right? So, something like that in these arcades. That would be so much better. So that's kind of how you get that lore, right? Because in this game, you don't get it at all. They're just like kind of, oh, by the way, there's kids going missing and something bigger is happening besides Vanny. You don't know why, but whatever. And in this story that I've come up with, Vanny and Vanessa are the same person, right? Not whatever this is right now that we have. So yeah, that's basically the story that I've come up with.
Gregory, be careful. This elevator does not appear to follow any safety protocols. I do not think it can survive more than one trip.
Okay. Anyway, why it won't let me in? There we go. Wait, Freddy. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much how kind of this being some of the missing people. I think that's really compelling. Like I mean, I don't want to like, I'm not one to brag, but I applaud myself on that. Like, I think that was a pretty good way of explaining away his parents and why he's at the Pizzaplex, right? Because that's such a it's such like a question, right? We have no motive for Gregory. He just appears in Freddy's stomach, and then all of a sudden he wants to kill animatronics, right? Like, okay, I guess. Like, there's no exposition. You're just thrown right into it, but not in a good way. It's not like you're thrown into the middle of some big, set piece. No, nothing like that. You're just all of a sudden a game happens. So I think having that sort of exposition set up really helps out. I mean, one of the earliest, like, when I first played the game, or maybe even before the game came out, my first thought was, okay, it's going to start with the daycare in the morning, and that's going to be like your little, like, prequel kind of story, and then you go into the main game. And so that's kind of pretty much what all of this is based off of, is that one thought that I had. So yeah, that's pretty much the story that I've come up with. I don't know, it's not perfect, but I think it's pretty good. I think it's just better than what we got, that's for sure. And you can see some of it, but not enough. You can't see enough. Like I can't understand. They were so close. They were so close to striking gold, to having a perfect Five Nights at Freddy's game, and they scrapped it. I don't know what they did. I got a trophy. Find the source of Roxy Raceway's problems. Okay. But like, I was so sure. You know, I was like, this game looks amazing. It looks cool. I loved the premise that they had. But instead, we got what we got. Are we going up? We're going up? Audio is very distorted. Why are we going up? Oh, it lagged. So, anyway, that's do I have to turn on all the generators? Oh, Freddy, where'd you appear from? So, anyway, that's my story, pretty much. I'm gonna end it here. It's a really short stream. It's been like 20 minutes, but I gotta do something tomorrow, so I can't stay up until 5 a.m. Whoa, I can't stay up playing Security Breach of all things. I'll do this just to kind of know what I'm gonna do later. I've never actually really seen. Okay, see, I didn't know that there were endos down here. So, that's gonna do it for this. I pretty much just got to explain my version of Security Breach. It will change when I do this next stream. I'll definitely do more theorizing. I did not do any theorizing so far. And my story will definitely probably get better as time goes. I didn't really come up with any. I mean, I thought about a lot of stuff about this game, but I didn't really come up with any good theories. Pretty much just same stuff I was talking about yesterday about Security Breach, right? Why is it called that? And, you know, who Gregory is. We still really don't know who Gregory is. But yeah, okay, this was a short one, but I'm fine with that. Some other day, I'll do a stream. I don't know when. Maybe it'll actually be probably like Monday or like, I don't know, Wednesday. It'll probably actually, surprisingly enough, I have more time during the day on school days than I do on weekends. So, you know, on weekends I can like only stream at like midnight. But during school days I can actually stream like, you know, when I get home. So I probably soon, hopefully soon, I'm actually for once in my life having fun with Security Breach. Mainly just because I get to talk about stuff. Like that's the problem with uploading videos, is that I have to edit them or else they'd be 40 minutes long for like 5 minutes of actual progress. So, I mean, in every video that I make, I edit out all the stuff I talk about. I talk about a bunch of stuff. It's all edited out. I just skip to the main parts, the main action parts. And I think that's more like cool to see than me just talking for 40 minutes. So yeah, in my Security Breach videos, I talk about all this. I do. Well, not in depth as much, but I talk about all the missed potential that this game had and all the different like theories that I've come up with, you know, for the most part. You know, some of the more mild ones that like are kind of fact. And they don't really make it in there that much because I don't know, I always talk about them while I'm running from point A to point B, not while I'm actually doing something, so they don't make it in the video. So in a live stream, I just get to say whatever I want to say, and it's like, what? Oh, you want me to edit it out? I can't. It's a live stream. Yeah, that's what I was waiting for. So yeah, I really like this. For once in my life, I'm having fun with this game, which is, you know, take what you can get, right? And since I actually want to play this game and actually beat it for once, I'll definitely stream. I'll continue to upload. I mean, I'll do the upload of start to finish, but it's just kind of boring when I do it that way. But yeah, and even after I beat this, I'll just do some messing around and stuff in it, just pretty much for the sole purpose of me being able to stream more and talk about stuff like this more. Because I really like doing my theorizing. I think it's fun. Alright, it's 12:30. I'm still so bad at closing streams. I don't know how to actually end a stream. But whatever. I don't know. Uh I guess bye. Thanks for watching, even though nobody is watching. But honestly, I don't mind because, like I said, as long as I get to have the word out there, that's all that matters to me, is just knowing that somebody could see this, and that if they did, hopefully they'd think that I have good ideas. I think I do. I mean, I know it's like a bias thing, like I said before, but I mean, for this being like my first time really theorizing, I think I'm doing a pretty good job asking good questions and stuff. I mean, I listen to my whole live stream, not the whole thing, but like that last, I didn't realize that I was talking for like an hour and a half in that room. Yeah, and I was listening to the theories I was making. I was like, just listening back, trying to see, because when I'm talking about it, my brain obviously is thinking about what I'm talking about. It's not thinking about like, oh, different parts that could link back, and I don't have that kind of foresight. So like I was listening to it and I was like, wow, this, what I'm saying, although at, the time was just spontaneous speech that was just kind of spewing out of me. I was like, hey, this actually makes a little sense. This is kind of thoughtful. And I was like, these are good theories. Maybe one day I'll do some video essays. I'll become a new game theorizer. How about that? And I'll be the one to solve FNAF security breach. It won't have to be FNAF. It'll be me. Except I don't have a good channel FNAF. Whatever. My channel name was FNAF is not dead. I could change it back. Those were the days. When my channel name was FNAF is not dead. That was like Honeybun Man era. Pick as my profile picture. Yeah, maybe we can go back to then when I was a real freaking stan of this game series. Now I've fallen off a little bit, but Security Breach brought me back. Anyway, this has gone off track. I'm supposed to be ending the stream, and I don't know how. How did I end it last time? I thoroughly enjoyed this. That's what I said. I did, even though it was shorter. I enjoyed this. I enjoyed just getting, saying my story out loud about, what it should have been. I think it's nice. I'll see you guys it's at some point, probably in my next video, not my next stream. I don't know. At some point, I will see you. Or I won't see you, and you won't necessarily see. You'll be hearing me at some point. Hopefully soon. If I do upload a video, though, it's probably going to be from like a month ago. I have a bunch of Hello Neighbor just kind of piling up that I never actually edited or anything. So, yeah. That's kind of an oopsie on my part. So, yeah, that's a thing. All right, I forgot how to do this. Endo, I mean, I think I know how I want to do this. I think I know. Alright, guys, it's been real. Hopefully, I'll be able to do this soon, some other time. Like I said, I enjoyed this. I like this. Mr. Endo here is gonna send it off for us. Alright? Yeah, we cool. This has been a nice 30 minutes. All right. All right. Okay. Yeah. So this is it. Yeah. Hopefully I'll be streaming again, and I'll be back with more theories, better theories, maybe some answers. Who knows? I really loved what I was doing, just like kind of looking through Google Trends and stuff, just to see what was popping up about security breach. Probably do that again. All right, here we go.